A different kind of wire transfer scam, but the results still the same. A Mid-State family had their savings account wiped out.
Oh, more than $60,000 gone. Our Seth Kaplan is on this case, trying to get them their money back and trying to help you avoid becoming the next victim.
The Farrell family of Lemoyne, Joe Farrell.
I got a call that said this is Wells Fargo fraud department. There's suspicious activity. There's been a couple of wire transfers, no. And I went up to my computer and logged in and it was gone.
One wire transfer for $24,832, another for $38,437, more than $63,000 to two other banks, soon gone from those banks too. The Farrells say they've never made even one wire transfer for any amount of money in their lives. The fraud department agent said Joe would hear back.
And I got the answer here.
And in short, what was the answer?
The answer was this was done by you or someone with your password and username, and therefore we are unable to help you.
Still, Wells Fargo would have sent an additional code to Joe for him to enter on the bank's site before allowing a wire transfer. What happened with that? Joe remembered another call 4 days earlier. Someone claiming to be from the Wells Fargo fraud department, claiming someone in Fort Lauderdale was trying to get a debit card in his name.
Are you in Fort Lauderdale? No. Have you ever been to Fort Lauderdale? No. Do you know anyone in Fort Lauderdale? No. We're going to stop this and we're going to try to find out what's going on here or who's doing this to you. And then they said, call this number, *72.
Followed by another number.
They said it's just verifying to Wells Fargo that we've made this contact. I said, okay. And I hung up and then I called the number maybe like a dummy, but and it answered Wells Fargo online banking. Thank you for confirming your call.
Cybersecurity expert Jonathan Weissman.
The *72 scam has been around since as early as 2004, 20 years ago, but it hasn't really surfaced in terms of attacking multi-factor authentication until now.
Multi-factor authentication is when the bank sends out that additional code. *72 does what?
It's call forwarding.
Joe knows that now because the FBI explained it to him. It forwards voice calls, not texts. But Jonathan Weissman says the bad guy probably just selected an option on the bank's site to get the secondary code in a voice call rather than a text. Weissman said what likely happened to Farrell is called social engineering.
Social engineering is the easiest type of attack.
More about psychology than technology.
Really what it does, it causes our customers to be frantic.
I know that my grandparents are probably on the smarter half of all the elders in here.
Evita Lopez, a high school senior, lives with Joe and Mary.
We're looking ahead to 4 years of college tuition, and so this is not a timely thing for us to lose savings. And you trust the bank that it's safe.
Joe and Mary say if the bank could figure out the wire transfers were fraudulent, why didn't it call them before allowing them?
Some human should have picked up the phone and made a call to ensure that this was legit.
We contacted Wells Fargo, and less than a day later, every penny the thieves stole back in the account.
I'm greatly relieved.
And thankful to the bank.
It's unfortunate that it had to go this far, but I do feel grateful that they've done the right thing.
And to ABC 27 News.
I'm very grateful to you, Seth, and I'm very grateful to Channel 27.
Of course, you can't count on an ending like that one. Better to prevent theft from happening in the first place. Don't do anything on your phone or computer based on something someone who calls you tells you to do. Hang up and call the bank or other company back at a number you find on your own. In Cumberland County, Seth Kaplan, ABC 27 News.